Hi there, Amy Parker here from Parker House Designs. So you've made the decision to sell your house. Congratulations! So I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about home staging and to offer you some tips on how to get your home and yourselves ready for going on the market. What is home staging? Home staging is the art of preparing and showcasing your home for the market. It's basically taking some time to prepare, pre-pack, get some cleaning and decluttering done, and to make some shifts in furniture to make it easier for your potential buyers to get through your home. Oftentimes, by the time we're finished staging a house, it doesn't really feel like home anymore. So why does home staging matter after all? People ask me that all the time. Well, it's really important because 95% of buyers start their search online. They're going to make a decision whether or not they want to come through your home based on the photographs that they look at. A really interesting statistic is that somewhere around 63% of all buyers, and so that's all age ranges, say that the most important part of a listing are the photos. People ask me all the time, what are buyers looking for? And they're looking for move-in ready homes that they can just settle in, unpack their boxes and start living their lives, and also start entertaining friends and family. It's tough when people have such limited time today, so when they can just come in and move in, it's perfect. They're also looking for homes that have light, bright, open and airy spaces, and you can create that in any room of your home. So, with all that being said, I have a top 10 list of the things that you can do to get your home ready for the market, to get the biggest bang for your buck. We're always talking about low cost, high impact items. So take a look through, follow the rest of this video. It's going to give you some great ideas. And if you have any questions beyond that, feel free to contact your realtor at Century 21 Circa 72 or contact me anytime. My contact information will be at the end of the video. Thanks so much. So here's the start of our top 10. Number 10 is curb appeal. You're going to want to make sure that your home number is visible from the road and on your mailbox. Also, do any yard cleanup that's needed, whether it's winter, summer, spring, fall. There's always a little something that we can be doing in the yard to make sure that it's cleaned up and that there is a clear path to the door. The other thing you can do, if you don't have a lot of landscaping, you can always add some seasonal plants where appropriate, usually on stairs, or to mark the path on how to get from the driveway to the front door. Number 9, the entry. If you have furniture that you set out on your porch or your deck to help it feel more homey and welcoming, have that stuff out there. People love it. It feels like they could just sit down and relax for a while. People are trying to envision how they're going to live in a home, and that's a great way to start from the entry as a first impression. Go ahead and add some seasonal plants to some of those areas, especially on back porches. It's nice to add a splash of color through flowers and things like that for the photographs. Sometimes adding a fresh coat of paint to the front door makes all the difference in the world. It can look great, fresh, welcoming. And last but not least, add on a new welcome mat to that front porch. Number 8 is lighting. Be sure that all lighting is functioning properly, both on the inside and the outside of the house. Make sure your bulbs are all functioning and all the same color and are at the highest wattage possible. Checking those in lamps is good. We tend to put lower wattage bulbs in lamps, but when we've got the house on the market, we want all the corners lit up, so the brighter the light bulb, the better. Number 7, get those closets and cabinets to a 50% capacity. I know, people kind of laugh at me when I suggest this. But an easy way to do that, especially in your closets, is to start packing up last season's clothes. You're not going to need them. Also, with the kids, have them save out a few of their favorite toys and pack the rest. Depending on the age group, sometimes you can easily pack things away. Sometimes it's a lot harder for kids to let go of their things. There are ways to deal with that. So having an appointment with a stager can really help you to maneuver through some of those issues. When using bulk items that you might buy for your pantry, like from Sam's Club or BJ's, just don't replace in huge quantities. You're going to want to pare that down, and also that means it's less stuff for you to have to pack and take with you. Number 6 is all about window treatments. You'll want to remove long and heavy draperies so that woodwork can be seen and that all the natural sunlight that comes in can be seen. My rule of thumb is to make sure that the woodwork is not covered, so you can hang your draperies wider and taller to allow that to happen if you don't want to remove them altogether. Some people need them for privacy's sake, so we certainly work around that. Also, if you have an amazing view, allow your buyers to see it immediately by taking away any distractions that window treatments can sometimes create. Think about the window frame itself framing the focal point. It could be the biggest focal point of the room or even your home. So take full advantage of making that stand out more than anything else. Number 5, complete minor repairs. People want a move-in ready home. These are some of the small things that you can do. So we talk about low-cost items. Sometimes it's just your time to go through maybe in an afternoon or a weekend to get things ready to go. Things like touching up paint on your walls and trim, especially in high traffic areas, makes a huge difference in whether the house feels fresh or tired. Clean or repair your grout and caulking in the bathrooms. These rooms are used so much on a weekly basis that there's bound to be little areas that can be touched up, things that we would address pretty much on an annual basis. If you can do that ahead of listing the house, it makes a huge difference. You may also want to repair or replace lighting, fixtures, faucets, exhaust fans, anything that could show as a dated item or something that just might not be up to par. It's not working well, maybe an exhaust fan that's making a lot of noise when you turn it on. It's well worth the investment to switch out for a new one because your buyers are going to be excited about how ready the house is. Number 4, remove personal items and collections. This includes family photos, expensive collections, things that are out in the open that people can see that can become a distraction when they're walking through the house. We really want to keep buyers' eyes on what they're buying. So that's typically flooring, maybe great countertop. What about if you've done updates? We want your buyers to pay attention to that and not get caught up on your personal items. Tucking them away ahead of listing is really great, and it helps your buyers to have kind of a clean slate to look at the house and visualize themselves there. The other thing to be really mindful of is if you have any medications, whether that's for you or any pets in the home, that you would have all of your personal information on the label. What I recommend people do is go ahead and put all those medications into an opaque box with a cover on it and put it into a closet or a cabinet, maybe even in the kitchen, just depending on where you normally house them, to protect your personal information. So here we are at the top 3 items that you can do that will help you get the biggest return on investment when you list your home. Number 3 is lighten and brighten. Remember those light bulbs. Check them out. Make sure you've got them light and bright in every room. Open up the window treatments nice and wide, letting in all your natural sunlight. The last thing on this list is all about paint colors. If you have really dark rooms or bright saturated colored rooms, you may really want to consider changing over to a warm neutral color. so that buyers can easily see themselves in the room, that it's approachable and warm and relaxing. Some bright colors can actually make people uncomfortable. So it's important to keep those neutrals in the mix so that your buyers feel comfortable. Number 2, home staging. When you work with a professional home stager, you get a fresh perspective on your home. We basically come in with the eyes of your buyer and help you to see the things that you don't necessarily see when you're living in the house day to day. We're going to address form, function, design, and all those special focal points that are going to help to sell your home through all the marketing. We want to sell your home quickly and for more money and work together in conjunction with your realtor to make sure that we're addressing all of those items for you and appealing to your target market. Number 1 is cleaning and decluttering. Clear all your surfaces to remove any distractions that might show through photographs or when people are coming through the home. Show them how much countertop space they have by getting those areas cleaned off, both in the bathrooms and in the kitchen. Anything on top of cabinets or refrigerators should be removed. People tend to think you don't have enough storage if you've got things out in the open and on top and you're stacking throughout the house. Reduce all of those assumptions by removing all those distractions. Do a big spring cleaning right before you go on the market. Some people will hire this out so that they can have a company come in and take care of it, and then they'll just deal with the maintenance, weekly tasks while they're on the market. Make sure that the house smells fresh and clean, but please don't use artificial scents like Febreze, candles, or plug-ins. Some people have horrible allergies to them, so it's good to not have them in place for that. But more importantly, if those scents are throughout a home and they're really, really strong, people wonder if you're trying to hide something. If there's an issue where you've got some odors happening in the house, you'll want to address that and then just do regular cleaning so that you're not having to add in these extra artificial scents. So the biggest return on your investment with anything you can do is cleaning and decluttering. According to a HomeGain survey, your return is 872%. Valuable information to help you know exactly what to do with your home when you get started on the process of selling. You want to understand who your buyer is and make sure you play right into their hand. They want to come in and get excited about your home, to fall in love with your home through the visual photos, all of that. So help them see what you've loved about your home for all these years as you're getting ready to pass it on to its new owner.